Hi, welcome to the BRIC Media Education Online Orientation.
In this video, we're going to cover all that you need to know about getting your very own show on our Brooklyn Free Speech Network.
But first, let's watch a video to get you acquainted to the place that Brooklyn Free Speech calls home. Check it out.
Hello and welcome to BRIC. My name is Leon Taylor. I'm the Senior Liaison for Community Producers.
你好，我是刘君怡，我是这里的技术人员。
In this video, you'll learn about some of the awesome things we do here at BRIC, including our exciting media education program and equipment services.
BRIC is located at 647 Fulton Street in the heart of downtown Brooklyn, a bustling neighborhood full of culture. Come on by, we're open.
When you first enter the building, you'll find the greeter desk, where you can get information about programs and events at BRIC House.
让我们听一听今天的接待人员介绍 BRIC.
Emily is our greeter today. Hi, Emily. Can you tell us a little bit about BRIC?
Sure. Hi. So BRIC is a multidisciplinary arts and education organization. We have 3 departments: contemporary art, which is housed in our gallery; community media, which is BRIC TV, as well as Brooklyn Free Speech, which is our public access channels and capacity building program; and performing arts, which has a theater and artist in residency programs, and our flagship program, Celebrate Brooklyn.
Thank you.
Hungry? Stop by Hungry Ghost Cafe for a sandwich or coffee.
Also located on the first floor is the BRIC TV television studio,
where they film BK Live, the gallery space with exhibitions of contemporary art, and the Stoop, where many people come to hang out, get work done, or catch a free Stoop series show.
We also have a ballroom, artist studio, project room, and swing space. These are additional spaces where you can experience BRIC performing and contemporary arts shows and programs.
Now let's head upstairs to learn more about what we offer at Free Speech Services. Welcome to the Community Media Center. Here we help Brooklyn residents get their ideas on the air on Brooklyn Free Speech TV, the borough's public access facility.
On the right, you'll find the Media Lab, where we hold many of our classes. The lab is free to use when there isn't class in session. On the left, you'll see Public Equipment Room. Let's see what they do.
Hi, this is Rebecca, who works in public equipment. So Rebecca, can you tell us a little bit about what people can get help with here?
Sure. So we're here in the public equipment office. You can sign up for a class here. You can book the main studio and the mini studio. Check out our equipment. Reserve editing time in the edit suites to edit your projects, and learn more about upcoming events at BRIC.
Thank you.
Also on this floor are studios A and B, and down the hall you'll find the mini studio, edit suites, and master control.
We offer several certification classes, including television studio production, video production in the field, video editing with Premiere, and mini studio production. Once certified, you can use our studios or equipment for free to create programming for Brooklyn Free Speech TV.
We also offer a range of non-certification classes. Check out our course catalog or visit our website to learn more.
Getting your program on the air is easy. Just give programming a call to set up an appointment for an air date. Kareem and Tyrone will be happy to help you become a Brooklyn media maker. We hope you've enjoyed this short tour of BRIC. Please feel free to stop by if you have questions about our programs, course offerings, and how you can get involved with the Brooklyn Public Network. We look forward to seeing you soon.
再见.
Nice job, Leon. Let's talk a little bit more about BRIC's community media programming.
The Brooklyn Public Network is the name for all of the Brooklyn Public Access television channels, brought to you by BRIC. It is split into 3 parts. Brooklyn Free Speech TV, which is dedicated to the community producers and organizations to voice their ideas, issues, and aspirations to their community. Brooklyn Bulletin Board, a 24/7 community calendar announcing upcoming events and services provided by Brooklyn-based non-for-profit organizations. And of course, BRIC TV, which offers Brooklyn-centric programming produced by or in partnership with BRIC.
So what is public access? And why is it so important? Our friends at Denver Open Media will explain.
So how does corporate television work? Corporate TV is a business, and like any business, there are three main components. There's a buyer, a seller, and a product. So who are the buyer and seller, and what is the product? Somehow people have gotten confused to think that the television corporations are the sellers, the TV shows are the product, and the audience at home is the buyer. But this isn't quite right. When you sit down to watch a sitcom or football game on TV, the network you're watching isn't making their money from you. Even if you pay for cable, the real money comes from the commercials. People in the media industry will tell you that their business is selling audiences to advertisers. So it's true that the television corporations are the sellers, but the buyers are advertisers, and the product that they're buying is you. It's not just broadcast television. The same is true for radio, newspapers, magazines, even the internet. Because the companies that run those services make the vast majority of their money by selling your eyeballs to advertisers.
Promotions must be sold to the public. Yes, it really pays to advertise.
The United States is an exceedingly diverse country. There are so many races, religions, languages, philosophies, family structures, political outlooks, sexual identities, economic classes, and more. This is the very thing that makes our country so great. One would assume that television programming in the US would be just as varied. But it isn't. It often feels like this is the result of personal prejudices among the ranks of those that control the media. But the problem is actually much larger and more systemic than this. In order to create an alternative media system that truly represents the diversity of America, we need a new model. A new approach that frees us from the biases and constraints of the advertising model, and a new, more distributed ownership structure that includes all communities. In the early 1970s, when the cable television industry was new and growing quickly, the government recognized these and other shortcomings of the model and set out to make some rules to ensure that television not only satisfied the advertisers, but also served some basic social needs. This was the birth of public access television. The government knew that the cable television companies would be using public infrastructure, paid for with our taxes, to conduct their business. Things like running cable on power lines and public land. This means that private companies would be able to profit by using things that everyone owns. Media visionaries worked with the FCC and later Congress to require cable television companies to provide 3 kinds of non-commercial channels to the communities they were operating in. The goal wasn't to eliminate the corporate media model, but to ensure that a small portion of our cable channels be reserved for important content that they knew the advertising model could never support, including local government, educational, and a third type of non-commercial channels called public access. With subsequent laws, it was determined that these PEG channels would be funded by the cable conglomerates, municipal governments, or a blend of both. Ideally, public access is an inclusive, content-neutral, free speech conduit with training, equipment access, and broadcast opportunities for everyone in the community. And all of this is free or very low cost. Public access television was the first real opportunity for unique programming, uncommon points of view, or unpopular shows serving smaller segments of the population to get onto television.
Now that you have a better understanding of Brooklyn Public Network and public access television, let's talk about how you can get involved. Brooklyn Free Speech has a tremendous reach. We cablecast on 4 channels to several providers: Time Warner, Cablevision, RCN, and Verizon. In fact, Verizon subscribers can see Brooklyn Free Speech in all 5 boroughs. We also stream live on our website worldwide.
Individuals that contribute content to our network are called community producers. There are 3 kinds. Playback. A playback producer is someone who produces content outside of the media facility and only uses playback services to air it on our channels. Sponsored. A sponsored producer is someone who lives outside of the borough of Brooklyn, who wants to share content with Brooklyn residents through someone who's living in Brooklyn. And then there's a certified producer, which we're hoping you'll all become. A certified producer is someone who's taken one of our certification courses and becomes certified to use any particular part of the facility. You get some pretty great perks as a certified community producer: time slot priority, networking opportunities, equipment, technical support, and distribution.
There are a few requirements to becoming a certified community producer. All of our classes are geared for adults, so you have to be at least 18 years or older to become certified. You need to be a Brooklyn resident. We'll ask for proof of residency by bringing in some mail with your Brooklyn address on it. We can take, for example, a cell phone bill, a cable bill, rental lease, or voter registration.
Once you've attended orientation, you can register for one of our many certification classes, both on-site as well as at the Brooklyn Public Libraries, including TV studio production, which teaches you how to operate our studios here at Brick. TV studio production in Coney Island, which is the same, except teaches you in a different location, Coney Island. Mini studio production teaches you how to operate our mini studio, which is for 1 to 2 person productions. Video production in the field teaches you how to operate cameras, lighting equipment, tripods, interview skills, and everything you need to take our equipment and do your productions in the field. And finally, video editing with Premiere, which teaches you the Adobe Premiere interface to edit your productions. We have many more non-certification classes on-site and off-site as well. Visit our website to learn more.
So what kind of gear does one need as a producer? We recommend investing in an external hard drive with at least 500 gigabytes of space. It should be formatted for PC. For recording in the studios as well as on our Panasonic cameras, you'll need a 16 to 32 gig SD card. It should be class 10. Finally, get a nice set of headphones for editing in our editing suites or in the media lab. After successfully completing your certification class, what's next?
To start production, you'll need an air date. You can apply for an air date online. We have a few different types of time slots. Specials, which is a one-time airing with no obligation. Weekly series, where you get 13 time slots for a season and are required to give in at least 9 new programs. Bi-weekly, where we give you 6 time slots for the season and you're only required to give in at least 5 new programs. Or a monthly series, where you get 3 time slots and you're required to give in at least 2. We recommend that producers submit 4 specials before applying for a regular series. This is so that you understand the amount of work involved in producing a regular show. Programming is divided into 4 13-week quarters. Winter, which goes January through March. Spring, which is April through June. Summer, which is July through September. And fall, October through December.
Once you have an air date, you're eligible to reserve equipment and facility time. You can reserve equipment and facility time up to 1 month in advance. Visit our website to make a reservation request. Now, for each air date, you can book the studio for 3 hours. You can request field equipment for 24 hours at Brick House. Reservation times vary at the library, so check online for more information. And you have up to 12 hours of editing time per air date.
Once your show is complete, you can bring it in to be uploaded for playback on our channels. Our system can play most video file types. When you're ready to upload, please bring your files in on a flash drive or an external hard drive, and PE will be more than happy to assist you.
How do you stay active? It's actually quite easy. For studio certification, we ask you to participate on 4 studio shoots a year, other than your own. For field and editing, you just need to request field equipment and the editing suites at least once during the year. Each January, we ask that you bring in your proof of residency and ID to recertify.
Now let's talk about some rules we have at Brick. As you are probably aware, we actively promote freedom of speech for all Brooklynites. We believe the First Amendment is the most important of all our rights as Americans. It is even in our name, Brooklyn Free Speech Television. It's who we are. With great freedom comes great responsibility. Our policies and procedures require you to take legal responsibility for your programs and your use of these facilities. You'll have to sign a form saying you are responsible for your program. You also need releases for guests, as well as all of the content that you show on our network. Now, we won't ask to see all of these up front, but you will need to provide documentation if asked.
Our equipment and facility are designated for the creation of content to be aired on Brooklyn Free Speech. You can use the footage for your own purposes once you have turned in the completed program. If anything should happen to the equipment while checked out, you're responsible for paying to replace or repair it.
When are we open? Our studio and editing bays are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 9:45 p.m. Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. Public equipment hours and program upload is open 8 a.m. to 9:45 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. The Media Lab schedule varies due to classes, so please call ahead to see what time it is open.
Well, we hope this has been informative for you, and we hope to see you in class and on screen.
In the meantime, be educated.
Be informed.
And be free.
Bye.